there, I'm Lyra from the class of 7 Green E and F. For today's video, we are going to be cooking an authentic Filipino dish using my Lola's recipe, which she would always cook for me and my siblings. Speaking of, let us first give a quick round of applause to my ate who will be joining us today as my assistant here in the kitchen. She will be helping me with a couple of tasks that I cannot do alone with my two hands, and a couple minor things that I am doing incorrectly in this video. So, without further ado, let us find out what we're actually going to be cooking. So, the meal that we are going to cook for today is Miki Ilokos. Now, there are tons of versions of Miki, ranging from different provinces all around the Philippines. Some have it with pork, crab, and much more to name. For today, we're going to be cooking Miki from the Ilocos region using a full-blooded Ilocanos recipe. Miki Ilokos is essentially a flat noodle soup that has been migrated from the Chinese to Ilocos. It is usually served at birthday gatherings and lamais. It's really fun and easy to cook, and I highly suggest for you to try cooking this dish. Okay, so first things first, let us get the exact proportions of the ingredients we're going to use. We're of course going to be using flat noodles. You can usually find these at your local Asian grocery store. However, in my case, since I live in a place where I couldn't really find any flat noodles, I just decided to make my own out of dough. We're also going to be using 15 pieces of medium-sized shrimps. However, it's completely up to your preference on how much shrimp you'd like in your Miki. We're also going to need 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1 piece of onion chopped, 3 tablespoons of patis, atsuete, extracted shrimp juice, which you can get from the shells of the shrimp when you peel them off, oil, and black pepper. Now, let us actually begin cooking. For the first step, you need to pour the oil onto the casserole until it is slightly greased. Secondly, you throw in the minced garlic and saute it for a little while. A little more than half a minute should do. However, mine was already kind of pre-sauteed, so you can extend it for a couple seconds if you feel that it is not sauteed enough. After that, you throw in the shrimp in there and continue sauteing the mixture until the shrimp becomes pink. You can also already add the onion midway while the shrimp is cooking. However, it's completely okay if you can add the onion before the shrimp. Just continue stirring the mixture and pushing it in back and forth motions towards the middle of the casserole until everything is well cooked. Once that's done, you need to put in the extracted shrimp juice followed by the atsuete into the casserole and simply continue stirring. Make sure to not leave any waste while doing so. Once the atsuete turns into a nice orange color, add 6 cups of water and put the lid back onto the casserole for it to boil for 10 minutes or so. As you could see, the volume has increased drastically and has reached to nearly the top of the lid. After that, you can now add the flat noodles you just bought or made. Put them slowly into small quantities one by one. You can do this by pinching a portion of noodles and sort of separating it from the big clump by rubbing your fingers together with the noodles still pinched in your index finger and thumb as you carefully traverse it to the casserole. This prevents the noodles from getting clumped up together and getting tangled. Now, let us finally do the last few steps in making the Miki. What we need to do lastly is to add the patis and stir until it's well incorporated. And then, follow that by adding the black pepper to the amount that you want. I preferably only put 2 to 4 dashes of it since I sneeze a lot when I have too much. So, that is all we need to do to make this Filipino dish. I just got my ate and I to taste it together afterwards, and I've got to say, it tastes pretty great. This is also an optional instruction, but to top it all off, I also decorated it with some minced chives and a lemon to make it look a bit cuter. Before we end the video, let us get my artist's reaction to the dish, which will be via voice recording. Ate Casey, can you taste the Mickey and rate it from 1 star to 5 stars?
Wait lang. Tumang ko muna yung noodles. Oh. Tsaka lang, yung ubusin ko lang to. Siguro, for me, wait, English ba or Tagalog? Ako bahala. Taglish na lang, okay. Sige, para sa akin, I prefer the store-bought noodles. Kasi yung noodles para siyang kulubot na. Pero we can't blame din it naman kasi it's homemade. And siguro, masarap pa rin siya even though it looks like shriveled up macaroni. Pero it still tastes good. Tas the soup, it tastes just like wait, my yeah, it's bloopers. Yeah, it's masarap, Abby. The soup, same lang din siya sa niluluto ni Mama. Syempre, it's her recipe, so it's like the same na din. Pero kung sa akin, just for a personal preference, pinakuluan lang muna pa ng konti para yung mismong shrimp ma-infuse talaga siya dun sa mismong sabaw. Kasi meron na yung sabaw mula dun sa pag-boil ng shrimp. Tapos, sana ginisa pa ng konti yung shrimp. Kasi I like it a little bit na may kagat. Pero, wag yung masyadong lutong-luto kasi when you overcook the shrimp, it will be too hard na. So, yung tamang gisa lang na soft pa din when you bite into it. Yeah. Pero if I'll rate it from 1 star to 5 stars, I'll rate it 4.95. Yeah, 4.95 stars out of 5 stars. Okay na yan.
Okay, that is all. I hope you've enjoyed and have a good day.